Continuing from the previous discussion, Surah Al-Baqarah 230 suggests that God intended to place a successor on earth, which many Muslims interpret as evidence that Adam's placement on earth was part of God's original plan. This interpretation creates a theological conflict when viewed alongside Surah Al-A'raf 7:27 and Surah Taha 20:117-119, which indicate that Adam's descent to earth and the subsequent suffering of humanity were the results of his disobedience, not part of an original divine plan. These verses suggest that Adam's sin was the direct cause of his and his descendants' suffering, contradicting the idea that his placement on earth was preordained without consideration of his actions. This tension is further explored in the Hadith literature, particularly in Sahih al-Bukhari 7515. This Hadith recounts a conversation between Adam and Moses, where Moses blames Adam for causing humanity's suffering by his sin. Adam responds by saying, "Do you blame me for doing something which God had decreed that I should do 40 years before he created me?" This hadith suggests that God had already planned for Adam to sin, even before his creation, which raises difficult theological questions. If God preordained Adam's sin, then punishing Adam and, by extension, humanity for this sin seems to contradict the notion of divine justice. It implies that humanity is suffering for an act that was not only foreseen by God but was also part of his divine plan, making the subsequent punishment appear unjust. This challenges the concept of free will and divine justice, as it portrays God as having predetermined Adam's fall, yet still holding him accountable for it. Thus, this hadith adds complexity to the understanding of Adam's sin and its consequences for mankind, highlighting a potential inconsistency in the traditional Islamic interpretation.